February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today, our holiday coverage kicks off with a good one here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Detroit Lions. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Now ETN to start the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. Big article in the paper this morning talking about how they wanted to get chunk plays in the run game. Well, early on, there's a good one.
There isn't for guys on defense. They've got to remember the old adage. You've got to meet force with force, and if you don't, you get run over, as they did on that last play.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, what the fuck's my car
This
at?
Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the turkey bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and they come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening. But how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
Quick pass out to Miller. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it, got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Play action. It's Lawrence. And his throw is incomplete. You talk about this Lions defense. Well, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB. They'd easily move into the top 5.
Back to the ground with ETN. Past the 20. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
ETN will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Keyshawn Nixon now on the return. And he's up across the 25, down at the
And she be running for me when we fuck. My finger on back when she nut. She'll do that for me, she'll flex. Backstab my thumb in her butt. Like the fox can't tell this whole nuts. Gonna put this boy right on the pin. I ain't telling in her like it's me or nothing. Like who I can't see me or the gun. And it's 100 bitches in this room. I don't even want to leave with one.
defense for the Jaguars. They were excellent a week ago for Indianapolis.
As in any game, Jacob is always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they get
Baby, your secret safe with me. Your secret safe with me. I was telling her. I don't want to say it.
Charles already trailing by touchdown early in this offense. How imperative is it for them to get points out of this?
I want to tell
They
her.
feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Easy for BP, and then she put 300 down. Now she don't know about me, cause I'm behind the thing. They don't know about you, my secret. I changed up her name to Mrs. Cream. I be kissing in her room and it's how I beat it. She laying on my bed right now, she a demon. But I got feelings for her. I keep some shit in my cup. This shit I'm drinking, keep it up. I want you on me. Yeah, she can say for me.
He's got the speed to get downfield, Charles.
I love you, man. Yo, she can say for me.
And that's normal, especially when you have his team because you feel like you're into the open field. And maybe you don't feel the people who are around you are closing in. Quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way games are played now because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the run.
Throwing on first down, but this one lines up to be incomplete. You talk about this Lions defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll see.
He'll get this down close to a first at the Lions 30. 76 yards rushing for him now. This one.
I want to be there quick. So I got so that shows right now. I can't come home. See, that is not on my own. No better to take care of the kids on my own. She don't ask for nothing to pay the bills on.
Oh my God, he activated and everything. Yeah.
Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, you mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that. Obviously, your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this on to the 25-yard line. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Riding a 2-game winning streak in this Thursday nighter. And the Lions are
Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play this.
Lions first down is good running, gets them to about the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. All play action. Here's Hooker.
make anybody forget Darryl Green or Rod Woodson, but look at him lug that thing. He decided it was his. A lot of people might have thought about lateraling it there. No shot. Trying to take it the distance.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, you got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And the stop will come inside the 5.
Bitch, I'm on enough of shit to pass out. Free case fast, I'm finna spaz out. Trying to chill, cause if I crash out, then I'm the bad guy. Ain't trying to look, cause if they was, they would've learned from the last guy. This shit a game time, niggas laugh now. In New York, I'm fresher than the bitch.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
You can't fuck your links in the bite to the last. Hell nah, she can't stay with my son in the AMG. He don't need noise, ABC. Noise 1, 2, 3. Ride with a 2, 2, 3. Hell ain't no need for stress, and you're blessed, and it's me. Run it up and they ain't help, they ain't flexing with me. Don't ask about
No, you could have picked the play at the time or something.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second.
That chopper stopping shit inside my blood, I feel the deep. No, I don't really know nothing like G Street, teaching. Any niggas mad if they can't reach me. Big brick, so that bitch can eat me.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll run with Etienne. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll try to run with Etienne. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring out forward. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, Bean, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process of offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First do no harm. And right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, but thank you. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk. Why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you can move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. You're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit Dallas to give up these
slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a third game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the third one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. Now he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Going quickly out to the right side. And he's going to be out around the 45-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars will take over possession here at the 44.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. On play action, Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's brought down. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
A shotgun snap to give the ETN. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. Then everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Popping them still, yeah, you gotta stop popping them pills. I know it's all on him, the man in the mirror.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's ETN. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
That must be a pain free from all the stupid shit. And I'ma give you what you need. You don't need to call me. Cause I ain't had no plan B. Whatever I can be, I will. Popping the cell, yeah, you better stop popping them pills. I know it's all on him. The man in the mirror, screaming loud as he can, and they can't even hear him.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
My problems to get deep. I was strapped up some high still illegal. I don't get it.
And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. ETN up the middle. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Not one that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Nothing I can do about it. To get higher. Try to cope with my post-trauma.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. As he throws there, incomplete.
I think you had to hold that before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Lawrence to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and they come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. There's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit, and they get one here in the passing game.
He gets us out of the games. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. And again, it's Prescott. Got his man, it's Williams. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Finds Gibbs on the check down. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Only the guy, he know my heart. Don't show your niggas worse. They play the wild child like I'm in love. Shit don't get no worse than me. Don't want to see them play your part. This won't be the first to me. They want the ones that got
Barry said catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting it on a passing game is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. Either with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. The good news is they see him take that goose egg into the locker room, maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they can come out looking real sharp in the second half.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Nixon now from his end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Counterplay, here's Gibbs, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Prescott now on 2nd down. He's got it to Williams. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I actually saw with the coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up and make those throws, and he did that.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And they go. Here's Prescott. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Come around with top stories about how it feels to be low. I live all alone. First year, now you gone. Let's make a deal since you're so fucking real. Admit when you wrong. Back to back, calling my phone. I'm trying to see what I'm on. Back in my dick while I'm gone.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10. And mark him at the 5. Throwing Prescott. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. Touchdown! Jameer Gibbs. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he'll get it. He's in the back with it. He's scored now. He's down to 7. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
They'll start on the ground. ETN. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2.
Like at the end of the day, you know, he really had a reason for fucking all them niggas over.
from the shotgun. Lawrence. And the timing of good offense is out of
guess what? He's going to make the trip to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They were rolling team, and he will be close to a first down as he runs into a right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Logan Cook now, and surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Great coverage there, leads him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
As a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. Let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
They don't catch something, man. My favorite cousin lost her mother. We doing a different type of breed. Ben says he make it through the storm again.
There's a 2nd down and 6.
Smoke on clear. I'll be right here. Going through every pain that I feel.
This up quickly to Williams. Just started the game. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. This pass complete to Higgins. And I don't think he got there, no. Just short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. 4th down to give to Gibbs.
Fuck, man.
Backward. He did. What a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
That's the game right there, y'all.
Straight ahead, ETN. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Josh Paschal there to bring him down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the...
Right now I'm in that mode. It's gonna be hard to get me out of it. I can't stop.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Feel like I'm back on evergreen. Got Jags knocking at my front door, asking where to clean. I come outside, it smell like
Third and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get this off DTE. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
Talk about that strategy there, Brandon. 3rd down. They just said, we got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff. And just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Got Jags knocking at
Oh.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And we'll get it out to midfield. It's a good spot right at midfield at the 50. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. There's a quick throw by Dak, complete out of the play. And this down to the 40-yard line, tackle there.
Tried to talk to God, but it was too late. Must have prayed to Charlemagne. Feel like I'm back on evergreen. Got Jags knocking at my front door, asking where to clean. I come outside, it smell like dust. Another murder scene. Give me 2 choppers, the people that won't murder me.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
On play action, Prescott. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short that 4th quarter.
Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. The Lions on 3rd down. Not good, 0 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. On the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Prescott. His pass caught at the 4. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
What you heard through the grapevine, they say, got face on it.
He's into the end zone. Touchdown Lions. So now here come the Lions up to go for 2. And they'll try on the close and does it. And he will get into the end zone. They've taken the lead. Here the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts to realize opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock, and a tight 1-point game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Great team. Senses way forward, only for a couple here at 2nd down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Pass in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. looks like he'll throw here. They'll roll him out right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one right out there, but it'll be third down.
That interception makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right group to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting the game.
So you been waiting about night, I'm finna call right now. I'm finna be on my way. You asked me about my day, I said one promise. And you don't like it when I talk like that, but I'm just being honest. You told me you weren't raised that way, but you like being punished. So come here while you running from. Just be waiting in London, but I'm running up this London money. So ride with me, baby, I want you to feel me. Before you have me down the slide of me. Before you buckle up, really down the side of me. Put up the baby back on side. Baby, I want you to trust, I know it's hard while I'm living. Cannot depend on you to bust it. I'm trying to get on, it ain't all about a nut. I want to change my wish. When you ain't up, think about it. Send a FaceTime kiss.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's a quick throw to Higgins out wide. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They're going to let a guy get that wide open in the 2-minute drill.
There's absolutely no way that that's coached or taught. That's an absolute complete breakdown on that play.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Here's second and a yard.
And the way hit me there, every other night I'm impossible. Like I give them one day and I'm cold, more smarter than you think my car be turning for.
He takes on cross for the touchdown. They've taken a lead in Charles with a big drive late in the fourth quarter to take this lead.
Offense has the ball late in the game. I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't started to play in the fourth quarter yet. They helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there as that one's going to blow up in their faces. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
I'm out here chasing like damn if it can't be us. Ain't no other way to look. I gotta throw away the drug. Told her you better kill the blood.
Here's first and 10.
No, we are not run. It might be hard to understand us. And I'll be feeling cause sometimes the devil will clear up. But you just gotta stay on your ground.
Here's Lawrence. Never too far in front. He couldn't read it. It's incomplete.
Because after they're going down the field now, that incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Trying to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Turned up and they man dropped the top and hit the gas.
Throwing now, Lawrence.
Got a bag inside the bag. Foreign whip, paper tag.
Shot in there. It's out of bounds. Incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight
going to be some frustration, but now he's got to make sure that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. Gotta have it. Lawrence. These guys running back out of the backfield. The Jaguars now use the last of their timeouts as they stop with 14 seconds to go in the game. This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down. Back to throw. Rolling to his right. Offensive line can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Understand he's just down one possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield is excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. He's back to throw. And that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Lions have just about sewn up this football game. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. He's airing it out for Williams, and he takes it in for the score in the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. Cream on top to the end.
That's a little right, yeah, a little extra on top.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed in intermission. They come out and have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. There's a game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week. Often still hold, but you don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Detroit, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, their luck may have